are back for our second day of our South Korea and Japan trip. We arrived in Seoul yesterday and it blew us away. What an amazing city with so much great food to offer. So be sure to watch the previous vlog about the Namdaemun market and highlights around the Myeongdong district. But for now, let's dig into the second day. Good morning. The jet lag is real. Our midnight snack at 3 was amazing, but it got us later today because we only woke up around 9. But that's still early enough, so we're going to do some sightseeing today. First up is this cathedral in the Myeongdong neighborhood, built in 1898 thanks to the French. It's a notable symbol of the Catholic Church in Korea and it has been declared as a historic site in 1977. If you're close by, it's worth a quick visit.
There are so many huge fancy skyscrapers and then buildings like this right next to them.
For our next stop, we took out our Korean tour card and hopped onto the metro to the Gyeongbokgung Palace. The origins of this palace starts in 1394, when the first monarch of the Joseon dynasty came to power. This complex contained 330 buildings and had a total of 5,792 chambers. It was the main royal palace of Seoul and was served as the home of the royal family and seat of government. Unfortunately, during the Japanese occupation, almost everything got destroyed. I especially love all the decorations on the ceilings, such colorful and beautiful patterns. Only 10 buildings were to be spared. Among these buildings was this pavilion with its lotus lake.
Behind the palace they have this street with all these houses that are made to look like they're from the 70s or 80s. It's really cool. Very old convenience store, I guess. Really cool. 70s, 80s bookshop.
Let's jump forward in time to the present. We already saw many of these cool photo booths around the city, so it was time to try them out. So much choice. You should wear this one, Joost.
What?
It's the mini T-Rex.
I don't think my head will fit through. Maybe like this.
Yeah, sure. But you can... So one picture with these and a few normal ones.
Why normal ones?
Or one, I don't know, one with this and one with the neck off. Oh.
Yeah. They're so cool. Where are we now?
On our way to the Bukchon Hanok Village.
What? What's a Hanok?
That's a traditional house. The Bukchon Hanok Village is a beautiful village in between the Gyeongbokgung Palace and the Changgyeonggung Palace. Due to the war with Japan, much of Korea's heritage was destroyed. Luckily, Korea is really proud of its origins and they have been restoring history throughout this and the previous century. This village is restored around 1997 to preserve its unique and traditional houses. Anyway, time for some snacks. This traditional inn serves homemade tea. This place looks so beautiful, so we had to try it out. We both wanted to try out the apple tea, which was served along with some nice vegetable chips. Whoa, look at this. It smells so great. On the other side of the Bukchon Hanok Village lies the Changgyeonggung Palace, which is another one of the 5 biggest palaces in Seoul. It has a similar history as the other palace, but this time the Japanese decided to build a zoo, botanical garden and a museum on the palace grounds during their occupation. It's such a huge palace, I could have spent here so many hours, but it's time for lunch, can't deny that. So we're hopping onto the bus to the northern part of Seoul, where we're going to meet up with a friend and do some sightseeing out of the tourist zone. So we grabbed a quick lunch at Longbread and headed into the Eunpyeong Hanok Village. It's a fairly new Hanok village and there was literally no tourists around. Next to the Hanok village, you'll find the Jingwansa temple, which is beautiful and worth a visit as well. With a beautiful mountain range in the back and the sun starting to set, I couldn't have imagined a better way to start our evening. For dinner, we went to this amazing local restaurant called Ulsangochi. If you're around in the region, it's definitely our recommendation, so we'll put the address in the description below. After dinner, we walked back to the metro and went to our final stop of the day, the North Seoul Tower. They were shooting a Korean drama up there, so we were not allowed to film. The view was astonishing though. We would really recommend going here during nighttime. It's definitely worth it. It's so high up. We ended our day at the Myeongdong night market, which is next to the hotel. Thanks for watching anyway, and we'll see you on day 3. I am the coffee.
We forgot to get our cool outfits.
We'll get them later.
It's so cool that if you're wearing a traditional outfit, you get free entry. I mean, the rental costs a lot, I guess, but free entry. Free.
Watch your step, Joost. You can do it. You can do it, don't trip.
Traditional house.
I came across something to eat.